guess what? Day 7 of the vegan challenge. I am celebrating today. That means one entire week I have been a vegan. This morning I got up to go to work because I haven't done laundry in probably about a week. I put on a pair of pants. I hate these pair of pants, really, or I hated these pair of pants because they're too tight. But today I put them on and they were not perfect, but less tight. When we're a week of this, I might actually have a new pair of pants in my wardrobe that I get into and wear. So that's exciting. I wanted to get into a little bit of the ethics of veganism. I mean, I've actually kind of made a study of it and tried to figure out what other vegans are doing. I think it's very interesting. If you are hardcore about it, you never eat meat, you never wear anything that is animal related, never use an animal product at all, which is fine with me. At this point, I mean, I have shoes with leather on them. I have probably other things in my house that are leather related or somehow made from an animal. Because I'm not rich, I'm not just going to throw my shoes out. I mean, I can't do that. I would have no shoes to wear. If I do decide after this 30-day challenge to remain vegan, I would have to have the responsibility of not allowing animal products into my life. That is one of the ethics. Also in my research, I found out 2 things. There are angry vegans, which basically if they catch somebody eating meat or they're sitting by somebody eating meat, they will go into a tangent. I can't be that way. As I said yesterday, it's all about little pluses. It's all about progression. We all have to answer for what we do in life. You're not going to convince somebody by going hardcore on them. You're just going to turn them off and they'll go against you. I know at one time, many years ago, when I was, like I said, I've done the vegetarian thing several times before, but always went back to eating meat, or never really got into it that much. It was less for me of an ethical issue back then, but I spoke with a vegetarian. She said, I'm a vegetarian. I went into my story about how I am a partial vegetarian, or that I'm a vegetarian many times in my life, but at other times I will actually eat meat. She didn't like that so well and called me a hypocrite. Well, honestly, just from my own personal standpoint, that did not really help at all. The only thing it did was this woman was a nemesis pretty much to me. She labeled me and just, instead of like congratulating me for the times that I was able to stick to a vegan diet or vegetarian diet, threw all that to the wind. I know that's not helpful. I've seen it before where vegetarians just like totally go off the rails on somebody that's actually eating meat. And I get that meat can be just very disgusting, even as a meat eater. To label somebody, to make somebody feel like hell over not having a vegan lifestyle, that does not help in the end. Much turns the person away from the issue. I think you have to take your opportunities to make people realize what they're doing and not just come out hardcore on them. It doesn't help. And it also, the ethical part of veganism, where you are being kind to animals, be kind to humans too. You would not go full scale on a cat because it was eating meat. That does bring me to a subject too. You've seen in my videos that I do have cats. I'm not going to force them to eat vegetarian or eat vegan, being that they're carnivores. That would be very unhealthy and it would be very cruel to do to them. If somebody came up with a vegan option for cat food, yeah, might try it. I'm not going to be insensitive to my animals. That way, if I do continue with this vegan challenge and at any time I'm not worthy to wear the label vegan because I'm buying cat food for my cats, I will not wear the label vegan and just continue on a plant-based diet. The label is not that important to me. I get the label and I want to live it, but there are certain things like cat food. I will not kill my cats over it. Also, there's just like issues. What do you do if you have mice in your house? What do you do if you have bugs in your house? Do you kill them? It's not necessarily humane. I can say that I have killed bugs, but then there are other bugs that in my presence have been allowed to live. What do you do if you're going to live the true lifestyle? How do you handle something like that? So all these questions, at this point with me, they're kind of academic questions, but as I go further on the path, I guess the answers will come. Just incidentally, I don't kill most bugs. If I have a chance to let them outside, then definitely I will. If wasps get in my house, I will grab a cup, put the cup over them, put a paper towel under the cup, and just take them outside and then run. Same thing with harmless bugs. I definitely will do that. On another note, if my cats have fleas, I will put flea medicine on my cats, and the fleas are not surviving. So there is that. I guess because I do have cats, I've never really had the problem of mice, but if mice were invading my home, I think that probably what I would do is do the humane traps. There are glue traps, which to me, that's always been kind of cruel because the mouse comes in, he gets stuck in the glue, and then he wriggles around and gets more stuck in the glue, and after a while he dies after he gets nothing to eat or nothing to drink. To me, those things are they're bad, and I think it would be the same thing with any glue trap for a bug, too. That's the bug, same thing, the poor little thing is stuck, and, he just wriggles around and dies. So, there you are. These are the kind of questions somehow I need to kind of figure out where to go from here. I don't think anybody can be purely vegan, because what if you're eating something and then a gnat just kind of flies into it and you eat it and then you don't see it? A myriad of things could happen like that. I know that's a big what if, but it's just kind of, at this point, it's an academic question. With all those questions, I guess over time they'll sort of sort themselves out. And I really do feel like continuing. And it is only day 7. I've got 3 more weeks to go until my final decision whether I'm going to be vegan or not. And we'll see what the next few weeks bring back. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.